Zoom, zoom, rhythm, lead your ace.
Broadway theaters have been shut down since March 12th, leaving its actors out of work. Actors are used to the ups and downs of this profession, but COVID-19 presents a new difficulty to overcome.
Yeah, I was in the midst of rehearsals for a production of The Wedding Singer on the Upper West Side that I was starring in, and we were getting pretty close, and obviously that was canceled.
Sammy Ferber's first acting job out of college was in a touring production of Rent. His career was off to a great start. Ferber got back to New York and focused on signing with a talent agent, but the pandemic has delayed that.
So it was certainly very disappointing, really disheartening, not only just because the play was canceled, but because I had put so much importance on it for my own career. I really hoped that it was going to be a catalyst for future opportunities, and then that was just gone overnight.
The theater industry creates approximately $13 billion of tax revenue a year for the city of New York. With theaters like this one closed, cities are losing money and actors everywhere from Broadway to BFA programs are out of work. But there is hope on the horizon.
Doing classes at home has actually opened up a lot more opportunities to be creative with creating work than I expected. In some ways, there's even times where I'm thankful that we're not in a studio. Just bottom line, it's been a lot more helpful and a lot better than I thought it would be.
Acting students like Lee look at limitations as opportunities to be creative. The only difficulty is finding ways to do that in small New York City apartments.
And I would tell them, listen, I'm gonna use the living room from this time to this time. You're welcome to come in, like walk through. I don't really care. I'm not gonna stop you from leaving your room, but you might just see some shit.
In spite of COVID restrictions, some actors were able to get back to work sooner than they believed was possible.
And then when the pandemic hit, they're like, how can we still make this happen? And the director, Mara Lieberman, said, what if we have this idea of bringing it outside and making a pandemic-friendly version of the show?
For theater lovers, performances like The Unmaking of Toulouse-Lautrec are a sign of hope and a way to get through these hard times.
One guy stopped and watched, and I handed him a card after when we were leaving that space when we were rehearsing, and I was explaining to him what we were doing. And he was just in tears, and he's like, I was on Broadway when the shutdown happened, and I haven't seen any live theater in 4 months, and I just miss it so much. Like, I didn't even know how much this would touch me.
For the approximately 50,000 people that are employed by the theater industry in the United States, the shutdown has been tragic. But with some resilience and creativity, theater makers are finding new ways to persevere. For Pavement Pieces, I'm Nora Hogan.